Hey guys, so for today's video, I wanted to talk to you about how to get through tough times. We all go through them. They're basically a part of life, and one of the main reasons why a lot of philosophers say that life is full of suffering. Just you can't really avoid them, they're going to happen at some point. So knowing how to get through them is very important for being happy in life. So for things that are really drastic, like losing a family member, or coming out of a really long-term relationship, or anything like that, you have to process what's happened. You can't just avoid it and hope that things will get better. You have to actually take time to think about what happened. So, say for example, you lose a loved one. You should set some time aside to sit in silence and just think about how you feel about what happened. Literally just process it and let your feelings come up, don't judge them, and just literally take time to go through all of your emotions about the subject and how you feel about it and why you feel that way. And do this for as often as possible, for as many days as you need, until it becomes a bit easier for you to think about what happened. It's going to take time, it always does. So don't rush yourself and don't try to force anything. It's literally all about just letting your emotions rise up and not judging them, feeling them completely and not trying to suppress them. So that's how you get through really tough things. But for things that aren't quite as bad but still mess you up, like say getting laid off from your job, which that's happened to me in the past and wasn't fun at all, or say coming out of a relationship that wasn't super long and but still long enough to impact you, or getting in a car accident and having to get a new car. That's also happened to me. But yeah, so stuff like that, that's not quite as bad. You're not really going to need to sit and meditate on it like you would for other stuff, but you should still allow yourself to kind of process what's happened and come to terms with it, and then figure out where you need to go from there. And don't try to ever ignore stuff like this. If you feel really bad, let it out. I'll be honest, when I got laid off from my a job, it was 2 jobs ago. It was actually my favorite job I'd ever had. So it really impacted me. Like, I was messed up because I thought that was going to be a job that I would have for a while and that I'd be able to grow in. And it was with an incredible team and an incredible work environment. So it messed me up. I'll be frank. I mean, I literally, for a split second while driving home after getting laid off, thought about driving in oncoming traffic. And yeah, I mean, obviously that's a drastic solution, but literally the thought just popped into my mind for a moment. So that's how much it impacted me. Obviously, don't ever take action on those thoughts. They will rise up. It happens. But you don't want to do anything about them, but you shouldn't suppress them either. Like, I thought about that and I felt really bad that like this situation was bad enough to make me even think of that. But I processed it and moved on, and things have been a lot better since. So the main thing is just whatever emotions you're feeling when you're going through tough times, let yourself feel them. Don't try to block them out. Don't try to suppress them. Don't try to judge them. None of that. I didn't judge at first the thought of suicide when it arose. I just let it happen and decided it wasn't worth it, of course, and I wouldn't take action on it. And later I processed it. But you don't want to beat yourself up for stuff like that. You're not really in control of it at the moment. It's your ego will run rampant and take over. So just let it happen, process it, feel what you're going through, and with time you'll get better. You just have to be active throughout it and let yourself actively heal. Don't try to ever block it out. And also, just whatever hobbies you have, continue doing them. If you enjoy working out, that will help big time. And just stuff like that. If you like painting or playing guitar, whatever creative outlets you have, continue doing them. With time, you'll heal, and you don't want to distract yourself per se, but you want to continue doing the things that make you happy. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Arrivederci.